There was once an old miller who lived with his 3 sons. The 2 elder brothers were both very lazy.
Father only seems to love our younger brother. Boring, isn't it?
Yes, and he'll do anything just to please Father. Makes you sick.
But the youngest son always worked as hard as he could.
You must be very tired too, my son. Have a little rest.
I'm fine, Father. Why don't you have a rest? Hey, and where have you been? Father! Father! What's the matter? Are you all right?
And suddenly the father of the 3 brothers died.
Father, goodbye.
After their father's death, the eldest son took the mill for himself, and the second son took the donkey. They gave the youngest son the cat and a loaf of bread and kicked him out of the house. He had nowhere to go and didn't know what to do.
Oh, I'm so hungry. Here, you have some too. Huh? But, you're eating bread just like a human.
Yes.
You spoke.
Yes, I can speak really well.
Oh, you really surprised me. But that's wonderful. Now I won't be lonely. But anyway, what are we going to do?
Oh, don't worry.
Huh?
Just you leave everything to me. You've been very nice to me, so now it's time to pay you back.
But how?
Well, please lend me your bag and your boots.
Huh?
And your handkerchief as well. Now, please wait here for a while.
And Puss in Boots took the rabbit to the king's castle.
What's that? A retainer of the Marquis of Carabas?
Your Majesty.
What does he want?
A present from my master for the king and the princess.
Oh, what a splendid rabbit!
Yes, it's lovely.
The king was delighted and gave Puss in Boots a big reward.
Oh, another present from the Marquis of Carabas. Well, thank you very much. Please tell your master I am well pleased with his gifts.
Certainly, Your Majesty.
And every day after that, Puss in Boots took gifts to the king and the princess. And then one day, the king and the princess went out for a long drive in their coach.
Come on, quickly.
What?
Get your clothes off and jump in the river. Quickly, quickly, there isn't much time. Now, wave your arms about, all right? Splash around a bit. Right, now we're ready. Help, help, stop!
Whoa! What's going on?
Oh, Your Majesty, please help. My master is drowning.
What? The Marquis of Carabas? Quick, go and help him.
Yes, Your Majesty.
This way.
Puss in Boots explained to the king that someone had stolen his master's clothes while he was in the water. Immediately the king sent for some clothes from the castle and presented them to the Marquis.
Oh, Marquis, they suit you well, don't they?
Yes, they do.
Oh, I know. Let us take you home to your castle in my coach.
My castle?
Your Majesty, the castle's over that hill.
But I...
Oh, don't worry. I'll go ahead and tell them you're coming. Your Majesty, please follow at your leisure.
Well, I must say your servant is most thoughtful. Now, please join us for a leisurely drive.
Puss in Boots raced towards the fields that belonged to a wicked ogre. This ogre used nasty magic to frighten all the farmers who lived on his land. Puss in Boots quickly gathered all the farmers together and explained to them how to attack and defeat the ogre.
Could we really do that?
What can we do?
Well, the king will be coming by here soon in his coach.
And so?
When the king asks you about this land, you must say it all belongs to the Marquis of Carabas.
Is that all we have to do?
Yes, that will solve all your problems. Believe me, everybody, this will lead to the defeat of the ogre.
Right, we'll do just as you say.
Now, don't forget. Ah, so that's the ogre's castle. Right.
I say, who do these fields belong to?
They belong to the Marquis of Carabas, Your Majesty.
The king was very surprised to hear that so much land belonged to the Marquis.
Oh, quite extraordinary. Marquis, you have a terrific amount of land.
Yes, yes.
Well, no need to be embarrassed. It's splendid.
Yes, Your Majesty.
I say, who owns this farm?
This all belongs to the Marquis of Carabas, Your Majesty.
But it's far bigger than my farm.
Oh, and who might you be?
Good day to you, sir. I am here on my master's errand.
And what does he want?
Well, sir, my master says...
Puss in Boots pleased the ogre by telling him that his master would soon be arriving with many gifts. Then he praised the ogre for his ability to change shape.
Oh, that's right. I can change into anything.
Oh, well, with such wonderful magic, it must be very easy to change into a lion.
Easy, you fool! It's a very rare skill. I bet that frightened you.
Yes, it did. I know you can do anything, sir, but I don't suppose you could turn into a tiny mouse this size.
What do you mean? I said there's nothing I can't do. Look!
Oh, that's marvelous. And can you jump up here?
Puss in Boots quickly ate up the mouse, and that was the end of the ogre.
Welcome, your majesties, to the castle of the Marquis of Carabas.
Oh, what a magnificent castle.
Puss, what does all this mean?
I'll tell you later. But as from now, you're the Marquis of Carabas.
And so, by skillfully defeating the ogre, Puss in Boots presented his master with a castle. And the king remained convinced that he really was the Marquis of Carabas.
Well, Marquis, I think you should marry my daughter.
The princess as my wife?
That's right.
Well, of course, if only she agrees. Hurrah!
And so the princess and the Marquis of Carabas were married. And all the people were delighted that the kind Marquis of Carabas was now their master. Puss in Boots became a great lord, and ever afterwards the Marquis of Carabas took great care of him.